What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and oh man, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi has doubled down that she wants us to have more stimulus. This is your stimulus check update and your stimulus package update. Now, I've got some video footage of what she just said a couple hours ago today, doubling down, saying that she will not pass that first portion of the infrastructure bill, that bipartisan agreement in the House. She will let it sit unless they also have the second portion for human infrastructure, aka the next stimulus package, alongside it, both of them ready to go. This is your stimulus check update, you guys. We're going to be diving into the latest footage that we have and also some articles that have just come out so that way you know what's unfolding. Now, as you already know, if you saw my previous videos from yesterday, we saw that the Senate did not pass the go-ahead for the first portion of the infrastructure bill. They said they didn't have it ready. They didn't even have the text. And Republicans said, we are not passing something that doesn't even exist. We need to have the legislative text. Now, in addition to that, Nancy Pelosi is now saying, when you get that ready, if you don't have that second portion ready, I'm not passing anything through. So you guys, we're going to be diving into this video footage and we're going to be taking a look at these articles, getting you caught up as to what's unfolding right now today, July 22nd, 2021. And also, I'm thinking about doing something new. I'm going to give it a try, and that is, I'm thinking about going live on Instagram, so that way we can FaceTime live. If anybody has any questions for me, I can hop online and respond to any questions that you might have. Thinking about giving that a shot tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central. Hop on, we can chat. It'll be a good chance to meet the viewing community and speak to you live on Instagram at SteveRam3. So wanted to throw that out there. If anybody's interested, let me know. Now, in addition to that, let's dive into this information. But before we do me a quick favor. Just takes a second. If you like and appreciate these updates, be sure to smash that like button. Just takes a second. It helps me out a ton. And leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi is saying. And if you think this is going to help out other people, be sure to share it out on social media platforms. Now, in addition to that, if this is your first time here, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. I'll keep you up to date on all this stuff, and you can come join the viewing community, come join the Ram fam. And also, if you got any specific questions for me, like I mentioned, Instagram at SteveRam3 is the best place to get a hold of me. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. And first, let's start off with this video footage of what Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi had to say today.
Jobs are coming back, as I mentioned before. Now, as we go forward, it is important for us to, again, have them pass the bipartisan infrastructure bill. As I said earlier, we don't know when. It's a Senate schedule, but it seems to be imminent, and I hope that it will succeed. I have said, and I repeat, that we will not be, while we are eager for it to pass, we will not be taking it up until the Senate passes the reconciliation bill. And the timing of that, of course, is up to the Senate.
So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below as we see Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi doubling down that there needs to be more stimulus for people. Now, we're seeing articles come out like this. Take a look. Just came out about an hour ago. Pelosi reiterates no bipartisan infrastructure bill without reconciliation package. Now, the article says Speaker Nancy Pelosi on Thursday, today, she stood by her earlier demand that the House will not vote on the bipartisan infrastructure deal until the Senate also passes a sweeping multi-trillion-dollar spending package using budget reconciliation. And you guys, 3.5, that is by far the largest stimulus package that we will see so far. And for those of you wondering about stimulus checks, a fourth federal level check, well, the third one, that for $1,400 per person and dependents, that cost about $400 billion. So in a $3.5 trillion package, you still got $3.1 trillion left for other provisions. So you guys, there could be plenty of room for a check. Now currently, as you know, the proposal does not have stimulus checks included. However, we're hearing that there are tons of provisions floating around there, I think like a dozen or 20 of them, where they're suggesting stimulus checks and other things be included, SSI, SSDI, all these different benefits. We will see what gets included. Just because it's not in there right now doesn't mean it won't get slipped in last minute, even when they have a bill assembled. We have seen in the past they will slip in provisions, and they actually did that with the second stimulus check. So people are constantly asking, is that going to be in there? Are we going to see it? Yes or no? We don't know yet. And honestly, we won't know until we get all the way down to the wire. We will see, and I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. Now, reading on, it says, we are here to get the job done. We cannot respond to some of the legislation until the Senate acts, said Pelosi, and she told reporters during her weekly press conference. We will not take up the infrastructure bill until the Senate passes the reconciliation measure, doubling down more stimulus for people along with for bridges, roads, and highways. Now, lawmakers are in the process of trying to pass two proposals that make up the bulk of President Biden's Build Back Better economic agenda. A $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill which focuses mostly on traditional roads and bridges, and $3.5 trillion reconciliation bill which will include funding for universal preschool, free community college, Medicare expansion, and combating climate change. So those are the two that they are currently trying to juggle. Although Biden initially suggested that he would veto the pared-down spending bill if Democrats in Congress simultaneously passed a larger reconciliation bill, the president, facing an uproar from Republicans, almost immediately recanted that statement to clarify that he would sign the agreement if passed on its own. So you guys, honestly, when they passed that bipartisan agreement, a couple hours later, Nancy Pelosi came out and she made this stance that we need both of them or I'm not going to pass that first one. Then Biden came out and said the exact same thing, and he infuriated Republicans who literally just a couple hours ago, he was agreeing with them that we had a good deal. And then a couple days later, Biden came out and said, I was misunderstood. No, it's okay. I will pass it alone. But here we have Nancy Pelosi holding strong, saying, I will not pass it in the House unless you pass both of them together. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. So you guys, that is the latest that just came out today. And in my personal opinion, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi taking this stance, all it is doing is confirming that we're going to be getting more stimulus, and it'll hopefully be expediting the process at which it takes place for those people that are still waiting to get that help that desperately need it, because they're not going to pass that infrastructure bill, the typical traditional one, without the one for people as well. Well, then they're going to have to speed it up to get it all done at the same time. We will see, and I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. And also, if you missed my previous video, be sure to check it out, as we got some concerning news in the past couple of days, and that is that the Delta variant, it's spreading faster than people have expected. We have an uptrend in new sickness due to this Delta variant. And you guys, I'll be sure to keep you up to date on that as well. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. As usual, if you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget to take a second to smash that like button. I would appreciate it. It really helps out the channel a ton. And if this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date on all this stuff, come and join the viewing community, join the Ram fam, smash the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. I'll keep you up to date on everything. And don't forget, tonight, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Time, I'm going to be going live on Instagram, and if you want to speak to me live and ask your questions, whatever you want to do, I'll be on there for a little bit. I haven't decided, maybe about a half an hour or an hour, just responding to people's questions. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Remember, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, guaranteed videos and random videos throughout the day as news breaks. But I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.